So what is going on, everyone? Jimmy Lyko here, back again, and today we are talking about Halo Campaign Evolved. Now, I still kind of hate that name, it's silly, but here we are in the main menu. I do like the background, it echoes Halo 1, it's nice, you know. So, with this Halo 1 remake, for the second time, so this is the third time we've played Halo 1. We had Halo 1 OG on the Xbox, and we had Combat Evolved Anniversary, which everyone dogs on, and then we have this game. So this is more faithful in terms of the art style, as opposed to Anniversary was. That was just Reach assets on Halo 1. This one's a little Halo Infinity, but even the assets and stuff, like all the foliage and stuff, it looks like Halo 1 should look, you know, if it was made modern. But we're just gonna go in here and start a mission. But I didn't mean to resume. So what they added to the game is 3 new prequel levels, which is pretty cool an idea. And they have the Mark IV armor for Master Chief, which looks really cool. The thing I always found interesting about the Mark IV is it actually looks more like Mark VI than Mark V does. Like, Mark V should be before 4 and then 6. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels that way, but that's just how I think. But basically, all the levels are here, fundamentally. They changed the maw for the better. I think that level's really cool. Keys look, the visuals on that one is really good. And the library plays like a brand new level, which is really cool. And then 343 Guilty Spark is actually really good. Better version of the original. Every other level, though, is basically just the same, except with worse AI. So the reason I think this remake is worse is, 1, the AI, like I said. Sometimes the elites will just stand there. You might even see that in the gameplay. And 2, for some reason, sprint, well, I know why, because they're like, we have to modernize the game. So sprint is default, and there's no 60 rounds on the AR because it competes with the SMG. I can live with that. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna turn that on, and we're gonna disable sprint, because that's how the game should be played. The thing is, the game was still designed with, it was designed with sprint in mind, but it's like still 1-to-1 scale with the original. So when you sprint, it completely breaks the game. Even on Legendary, you can just skip past entire encounters because you move like 25% faster, which was never the intention. You would never be able to do that. So when I played through this entire game without sprinting, it played how it was supposed to. But if you went had a sprint, then it was wrong. So overall, the game, especially considering it's a UE5 game, I don't have performance settings on. I played this on PC. So overall, it played. Oh, I guess it is performance. Why does it look so rough? Anyway, I played this on PC, so it looks nice, it runs nice. A little bit CPU intensive on some levels, like the 5th one, I can't remember, Assault on the Control Room. But, you know, there's some voice actors that are different, there's some different voice lines. Cortana is another thing that really bothers me. She's just like tutorial crazy on you. It's like, do this to do this, and she just yaps more than she should. She's also more friendly than she should be. She sounds more like the weapon from Halo Infinite than she does sound like Cortana in Halo 1. So it's not like the worst thing in the world. It's just something you definitely notice, and you're like, yeah, this is weird. This feels less like Halo 1, for example. And I don't really like that, but that's not a deal breaker. The overall game, I don't think, is a deal breaker. If this is the only way you could play Halo 1, it's not that bad. But it's not the only way you could play Halo 1. This is lagging like crazy. I'm doing a remote play of this. That's why it looks a little blurry. The actual game looks a lot better, but this is the best, easiest way to record this. But overall, if you had MCC, which is commonly on sale for $10 on Steam and Xbox, you wouldn't pay $50 for this. Now, the value comes in with the new levels. There's new enemy, like campaign remakes with the skulls. You can add the brutes. You can add weapons where there would be. So, like, the beam rifle is new. The, what needler rifle is new. The SMG is new. Like, all that's really cool. I like how you can add that and change it up. So that adds value for sure. But overall, I also have a Master Chief skin on, so that's why it's orange. They're cool things. It's just, I feel like that could have been a setting in MCC. Or like a DLC for MCC at this point. Obviously, it wouldn't work like that, but I don't know. I just don't see much value in this remake since it's the third time. Because even the PlayStation players, if they really wanted to play Halo, they wouldn't be playing on PlayStation, right? And also, even if they did want to play Halo and they only had a PlayStation, why wouldn't you just release MCC on PlayStation? I talked to a lot of people who only played on PlayStation, like, yeah, why didn't we just get MCC? With this, they're just going to get Halo 1 and never get Halo 2 or 3, even though originally that was the plan. Now they're just not, and it's just like, well, if this is the only Halo I have, and that's another thing, my another biggest problem with this, there's no multiplayer. I understand not having it with the original anniversary, but we already remade Halo 1 one time, and that didn't have multiplayer, and now we don't have multiplayer again? Why? At least attempt that, bro. They haven't had a new multiplayer since Halo Infinite, and Halo Infinite is barely populated anymore. It's a very dead game online. It's not like you can't find matches, but if there's a playlist you want to play, and there's just not enough people playing it, you just can't play it. And it sucks, because it's fun. But, I mean, that's the overall thing. It's like, in itself, it is not a bad thing, but it just makes decisions and questionable things, and like, it existing in the first place, like I said, isn't a bad thing. It's just like, it doesn't, that's the thing, it doesn't need to exist at all. This doesn't really offer you more value than you had before with previous iterations of either the original game or the anniversary, which we don't even care for too much. Unless you like it, which is totally fine. I mean, you can like this, it's totally fine. It's just, this isn't moving the needle for Halo. Like, this in itself, like I said, isn't bad, but this isn't helping Halo as a franchise, like, kind of expand. Like, you think it would, but considering it didn't sell that well on PlayStation, or move the needle much on other, you know, even PC and Xbox, I don't know why I'm dying on normal difficulty I'm throwing, but I don't know, it's just very strange. And then the health packs you don't pick up, you just regenerate like other newer games, which I'm okay with. But honestly, a lot of the things in this game, I feel like if you just made a classic difficulty, so, like, you could set that classic it would be a skull. So it would turn sprint off, it would unadd all the new weapons. Not that I mind them, I think they're cool, but like for a difficulty, theoretically. You would only have all the classic weapons, you wouldn't have EMP on the plasma pistol, you wouldn't have hijacking vehicles, you wouldn't have sprint, and you would have to pick up health packs. I think that would be really, really cool, and I think a lot of people really, really appreciated that. So you could play it in the new way, which gives you a new way to play the game, but then you could play it in the, like, pure classic way. And you kind of can do that with no sprint and 60 rounds like I turned on now, which I love, by the way. I love how you can mix up the gameplay and stuff like that, and the skulls. The gameplay modifiers are really cool. I just wish they did a little more with it. Like I said, if you're gonna sell this game by itself alone for $50, just go all the way, you know? Make that classic difficulty modifier, you know? Change those things. These are settings you can definitely make and change in the game. And it would just be really, really cool, so... I don't know, overall, that's what I think. Like I said, with mods, even, for this game, there's a lot of things that they can add to the mods that they've already added, like turning off film grain, because I don't know why it's on chromatic aberration, I also don't know. Stuff like that. Like, why not have that as setting in the game already? We shouldn't have to mod the game to make it what we want to make it. That should just be a thing they can change in the game, because they definitely could. But overall, I don't know. I'm just kind of sour on Halo as a whole. It's not really this game in particular. It's just like what it represents with 343, Halo Studios, whatever you want to call them. It's just like Halo's not really going anywhere at the moment. It's just kind of sad and depressing in itself, but there's only so much you can do about it. I just want them to make a game that's fun and plays like Halo. And clearly this plays like Halo 1. That's what I really liked about it. It feels like a classic Halo game, because it is. I just hope they can do this with a new game, and I think that would be great. But overall, the value in itself, I just don't think it's worth $50, and there could have been more settings, and it could have had multiplayer. Even if it had multiplayer and they did all the settings, if that was $70, honestly, that would have been better, because at least there was way more to it and moved the needle forward for the franchise. But yeah, overall, it's just a little frustrating. I don't, like I said, I don't hate it. It's fun. It's a good way to play Halo 1. It's not the be-all, end-all. But OG Halo 1 is probably still a better way to play Halo 1, which is something. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the prequel missions, because that's another thing. One of the value propositions of this was the prequel missions, and it's not that they're bad, it's just that they're not that exciting either. Like, the story can have been a lot more interesting. I really like the environments. The environments are really cool, especially on level 2. Level 1 and 3, they're okay, but like level 2 looks so cool. And then level 3 also has the flying in the what the heck is it called? Spirit? I think you fly in the Spirit. I forget what it's called, but it was in Halo Reach. And it has the dogfighting section from Halo Reach in a place just like that. And I think that's so cool. They should absolutely do more of that. That was easily one of the best parts of these campaign missions. Now, the cutscenes in this game are also terrible. Not because they look bad, they actually look beautiful, but they're really weirdly directed and voiced and stuff like that. Like, Master Chief, in my opinion, in the prequel mission says things he just would not normally say. Like, it's very out of character for him. And then in cutscenes, there's very like weird, awkward pauses. Hidden Xperia talks about this in his video, but there's just weird things about this game. There's like a lot. It's just very questionable. It's like, why did they do this? And there's no hit feedback on these brutes. Look at this. Bro doesn't react at all. I'm spraying him, and he's just like, oh, no, you're not shooting me. What happened to the hit feedback from Halo 3? I don't know. Overall, there's good things about this. There's bad things about this. But my main gripe with this is it's just not moving Halo forward. And that's the biggest problem, because that's what we need to do if we want Halo as a franchise to survive and evolve. Literally evolve the combat, not devolve it. But, you know, let me know if you like it, because I totally understand hating it or liking it. I'm somewhere in the middle. It's okay. I just wish it did more, but yeah, that's basically all I have to say for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I just want Halo to be Halo, you know. I'm just kind of... I'm genuinely like Halo, you know. I'm supposed to like Halo, but overall, that's what I think. Like I said, let me know what you think. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a comment what you think. And yeah, this game is very polarizing, so I'm definitely interested to hear that. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.